Topic for today, it's pretty simple. Sometimes you go into this journey, you don't know if you're doing it, right, or if you're going to be successful and recover. If this, you wish you can tell the future. If this storm that you're in, you're not seeing any clarity, you just everything feels horrible. How can you ever imagine being recovered and having none of this? Right? You can only imagine. You can kind of imagine having 80% of this still. Okay, I'm at 100% of this noise. Okay, I could picture myself being 80%, where I'm, good 80% wise, but 100%, like all the way, like everything gone. I can't, right? You can't picture that. Um, but it will happen. And the way to if you want to know, you can ask yourself this. And it's pretty much this is it, right? If you're gonna make it, if you're gonna recover, just ask yourself, right? Am I doing the work every day? Am I showing up? Am I taking action? Am I giving my best? The best that I can do every day. Right? It doesn't matter if you don't do it right or perfect, right? You're just giving it your all every day. You're showing up every day. You're never missing a day. If you can say that, you're going to recover, right? If you can't, you're going to fail. That's it. It's that easy. Right? And it might be harsh, but it's easy. It's an easy. You want the answer? There's your answer. You can just ask yourself, all right, have I been giving my best every day consistently? Right? For me, it took me 3 years, right? I got a glitter, some sort of glitter. Anyway, it took me 3 years. That's going to keep shining. Right? Every day showing up, no matter what, for you, could be the same amount of time. It could be 2 years or 5 years, right? But if you can honestly say to yourself, it's been 2 years, I'm not recovered yet. And I've been showing up every day, trying my best. Then you'll get there. But if you go, you know what, honestly, if I review what I've been doing, be truthful, be honest. It's not good. I haven't been showing up. I'm full of excuses, right? I think I'm a special person. Lots of excuses on excuses, right? And watch, after this I release this, there are going to be people in the comments section signaling excuses, trying to make it seem like, well, no, but I'm special. No, but my situation, yeah, but you're an asshole because my situation's no, but you're not listening. But you're obviously must have been nice. You had it easier. You don't deal with blah 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 excuses, right? So you can just answer your own question. If you're showing up every day, you're good, right? Everything that all the challenges that you're going through are supposed to be there. They're normal. That's a good challenge, right? The doubt, all the symptoms that you're having, those are good. Those are what you want. If you're doing nothing, all the symptoms that you're having, those are bad, right? You're stuck. That's it. It's that simple. Look at that. How shiny. How shiny. How shiny. Oh, it's still there. What the fuck is... It won't leave. Right? It's just like checking symptoms. It doesn't want to... Now it's gone. It's gone. It'll never, ever come back. Anyway, so that's how you can kind of check in. And if you haven't been doing the work, now's the time to go, okay, seriously? Am I gonna fucking do this? because there's a path. I can open the door and I can go. Let's go. Right? So open the door and let's go. Come on. What's wrong with you? Why are you willing to waste time and move nowhere? Right? Doing the work wishy-washy. How many years are you gonna you might as well not do the work at all, right? Just do nothing and at least say, well, I haven't been doing anything. Okay, well then that's why. Right? But don't pretend you are when you're not, and then have excuses. That's even worse. Okay, here's a question. Is weight loss normal with food sensitivities? Yes. Before this perfect storm that I had, before I had food sensitivities, I weighed 230 pounds. During the time of food sensitivities, I was 170. I was, I think, almost as thin as I was when I was in high school. Right? Grade 9, 10, I was 160. Grade 11, 12, 170. And then eventually I was 180. Man, how many pounds is that? 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20. It's fucking 70 pounds, man. 60 to 70 pounds I lost. Right? Because of the food sensitivity. It's not just the food sensitivity. It's just that you're in a survival state all the time. You're not hungry. Right? And then, then it is a food also because you're limited. I was constantly freaking out. I was, had all these symptoms. Food is not a big thing. But then people think you look good, right? My mom was like, Elmo, you look good. You're losing weight, but then, I was at like 200. It's like, you look good, Elmo. That is nice. Keep that weight down. That's very good. And then it was, and it was 190, then 180. Okay, that's good enough now, Elmo. You can. Then it's 175. Elmo. It's 170. And I was knocking on, and there was a couple of times where it hit 169. It's like, what is, Elmo? You need to eat. Why are you not eating? This is not good. You need to eat, Elmo. Come on. Like, well, I'm not fat, right? So whatever. Bianca, here you go. So this whole allow thing, right? It was here it is. It was the missing piece. It wasn't just the piece, the missing piece. What people are doing. No, what I was doing. First, listen to what I was doing. I was doing work. I was doing mind body shit. I had steps that I was following, right? It was okay. It was fine. And then there was something missing. And then things went to shit. I got stuck, right? And the way they were doing things, it was making me worse. So the missing thing, right? Most of the stuff was good, but the shit that wasn't good, I took that out, threw it away, right? And then I took allowing, I put that in there with everything, right? I made it my own, changed things, doctored it, wasn't done yet, experimented, made mistakes, changed things, right? Became my own guide, right? And then I came up with this routine, right? Steps, pillars, program. And allowing is just a part of it, right? It's just a section of it. It's just a spoke in the fucking wheel that you need to do all of the shit. You can't just allow. So what happens is people, they hear the gist of allowing and they go, I don't even know how to do it. I'm just going to allow. I'm just going to fucking, right? They open up the gates. They get flooded. They pour gasoline on the fire and they kickstart the trauma loop again. And then they're actually worse than they ever were. We don't want to do that, right? There are times when people are, the way they're doing it, right? They're just allowing for an hour all day. That's probably the worst thing you could ever do. Ever is allowing all fucking day, right? You're better off researching and trying to fix things again, right? So you need to allow light in the beginning. In the beginning, just bring in the message of safety. Start grounding. Start doing the work. Start doing your walk and talks, visuals, elevate, being aware of behavior patterns. right? Start doing the pillars, bring some safety in. And then when you're ready, maybe 6 months into the journey, you start to allow light, right? When it comes to foods, if you have food sensitivity issues, right, you don't start training on foods. You only eat your safe foods. You stay on your safe foods. Don't go off them. You need them for now. They're helping you manage so you don't drive yourself crazy, right? So you can do the work. So for me, I stayed on my safe foods for a year and a half. And then I was ready to start training. Same thing. If you have complex trauma, right? If you have some heavy shit, don't open that door. Just leave it. Right? People think you got to be digging for trauma, and all you're doing is pouring gasoline on the fire and you're opening up the gates. You don't have the capacity right now to handle that. So don't do it. Leave that door closed, right? Start doing the work, start doing the pillars. Eventually, in time, it will present itself on a plate when you have capacity and you're ready. And then you can allow bits and pieces of it when you think you're ready. You still have a choice, right? And then you'll work through it because you'll have the capacity and it won't be like pouring gasoline on the fire. If I were you, I'd wait till I was in year 2 or year 3 or fully recovered, because you can fully recover, right? And then you'll be at the place where you can do it and you can go deeper, right? And you can handle it and you'll move through it a lot easier. Trust me. And you'll find also that some of this complex trauma or whatever deeper work you want to face to erase, right? It won't be so edgy. It won't be so lit, right? In the beginning of the journey, it might have been at 1,000, but now it might be at 200. It's still intense, but you can do it now, right? It's so doable. And you're going to be able to see things you never seen before and aware things that you never were aware of, because it was hidden before, and it was hidden for a reason, for a good reason, right? Now it's opening up. Now you're ready. But if you're not, don't go digging. Leave it alone. Focus on the work every day, right? All you got to do for now is send a message of safety while you're in the danger. That's your job, primary job. Keep it simple. Don't complicate shit. Okay. Hello, friend. How are you doing? I'm from Russian Federation. Love it. Oh, so cool, man. From Russia. That's amazing. I didn't know you guys were allowed to watch YouTube and stuff, because you guys are like censored there and stuff. So it's so cool to, I want to visit Russia. That'd be so beautiful to try the food, travel, go into the forest, right? Be in the cold, have some vodka, right? And other places like Denmark and Norway and Iceland, Greenland, all those areas, right? Where else? Everywhere in Europe, all the Eastern fucking places, countries, and then all across the states, where the middle and the left sides, Mexico, all the fucking Southern America, travel all the way there, and then go up to the Yukon, Alaska, right? I'm gonna hang out in Alaska a little bit longer, linger there for a bit, and maybe the Antarctica. I'll go take a plane there and hang out there for maybe a winter season, see what that's like. That would be insane in the membrane. So, hey, what's up, Strawberry? What does that say? Strawberry Mooncat Band C382. Awesome. Is that like a bluesy kind of thing? Happy Thanksgiving. We here in Canada, we have Thanksgiving in mid-October, I think, if I remember. Yeah, so it's interesting. I had a dream about visiting somebody in the States and them having Thanksgiving. I totally didn't even know you guys were having Thanksgiving. And then now I all I see is Thanksgiving stuff. So cool. So yeah, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Enjoy a lot of turkey, gravy, stuffing, peas, mashed potatoes, and butter, lots of gravy, and more gravy. Drink the gravy, right? Yeah, so good. What else is there? Toronto, north of TO. Savita Sonjava. Is that a Serbian Croatian? You're from Toronto. Awesome. You're like an hour away. Helmut. Hey, Mathis Perrier 4826. Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Well, I haven't been really live in a while, right? I've been busy trying to purge this algorithm on my YouTube channel because we did the transfer over. I had to delete almost 300 videos, which puts a big gap in the algorithm, right? And it takes about 6 months to bring it back to where I was before this whole thing started, where I was steady, right? So it's going to take about 6 months. So I'm aggressively trying to put stuff out there that's better quality to help that algorithm move quicker. Because I don't want to wait 6 months, right? So normal videos that would do better, they get kind of silenced. They kind of because it's pushing up against the resistance, right? So rebuilding, it's going to take some time, but I'm loving it. It's fun. I get to try new things, new approaches, new gear, new walk and talk gear. I just bought a camera for my walk and talks. It's over there. It's charging. I'm going to see how I'm learning how to use it properly. My goal is to post a walk and talk 5 times a week. Because every time I go out with the dogs, I could just get the fucking camera and just press record. It's better than I like the camera on the cell phone. It's really nice. But this thing, you just put it on your neck and press record. With a camera, it's like it's this whole ordeal, right? So if I'm walking the dogs in the morning, why don't I just press record and then talk? I talk anyway, so let's see how long I last. If this is something I can make into a normal everyday habit, then why not? It'd be fun, right? And people can tune in and hang out, right, when they're having the morning coffee. I'm in the snow, freezing my ass off. I love it. I'm out in the cold. It's beautiful. You can just chill out. We can just all hang out, right? So that's the goal, is to do content that's better quality more often. Also, I'm doing allow meditations where you go back in time, right? I've always wanted to do something like Nemo Dreamscapes. You guys know what I'm talking about? Here, Nemo's Dreamscapes. Check him out on YouTube, right? He's got like a million subscribers. He's got scenes from the 50s, people from the 50s, and there's music there, and it kind of sets a scene, and then you kind of pretend like you're visiting a past life from yourself, and it gets juices flowing, right? And I always wanted to do visuals from that time and kind of do what he does, but do my own take on it, right? So I'm attempting to do that. It's nowhere near at the level that he does, but I'm still learning. So I have to learn how to edit. I have to learn how to change music stuff around. So it's probably going to take me a year till I get to the point where I want to be with my meditation videos, right? What I want to do is I want to have allowing embedded in the visualization stuff. So people, when they need to do visualizations, they can just watch my visualization video meditations, I guess you can call them, right? And it'll help guide them, and it'll also be allowing involved in there. So it'll have all the elements in one. And yeah, so that's the goal. So stay tuned and check out I have walk and talk playlists already. There's 30 videos. I have meditation playlists. So I'm going to be doing that. So meditations, walk and talks, video content that I post every day. And I'm going to go live when I can, right? I won't schedule it out because that can be exhausting trying to, I can't because of, right? So bear with me while I try to figure this all out and get into a groove. Let's see what Logan Martin, what are you saying? I stopped doing my 2 vids a day for a few days. This was a huge relief at first, but then I felt quite destabilized, so I had to add them back in. Do you recommend people taper off them when ready? 2 vids a day? I'm not sure what you're I'm missing the question. Sorry, can you clarify that? Charlie, he's still chilling. He's in the cage all the time now because I if I have him on my shoulder, he'll run around, he'll hide under a couch, and then it's gonna be a nightmare trying to find him and catch him. He doesn't like to be catched, and I don't like catching him because then you lose trust, right? I like to have it where he comes to me, and I can only do that in a outdoor cage or in his big cage he has inside the house. Um, and then I take him out, let him hang out with me, and then whatever. So I can't have him in front of the camera here because then he can run around, and then there's dogs here too. So I'm very, very overprotective, right? And I'm keeping him over the winter just so that he has more of a chance of survival when the spring comes. Then I'm going to let him do what he wants. He can come back and forth. I'll have treats for him. Like food, and he can stay and leave or do whatever he wants. Italian Croatian, nice. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I knew it was something from there. Love your juju. Thank you. Where in Canada do Ontario, near Toronto? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Wanda. Yeah, I do visuals, though I'm not good at visualization, so I put on music and I just kind of feel it. Cool. Make sure if you do visuals, you speak them out because it keeps you more accountable and focused. Really important. And just try it anyway. I had a very difficult time doing visuals in the beginning because you deal with a lot of resistance, and it's hard to get going on these pillars right in the beginning. It's hard to do anything. You're gonna have problems doing everything. That's normal, but you gotta. That's what I mean. You got to show up every day and do the work, no matter how hard it is. And if you will, you get better at it. It becomes easier. You're gonna like it, and you're gonna have a nice flow with it. Um, oh, nice, Alexandre. Hi, it's been a while since I cut your live stream. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen you around too. So it's good to see you guys. So please like, share, and subscribe. Let's see. I just did an interview with Vanessa, your Grateful Guide. We were talking about my journey to recovery. She asked some questions about, allowing and the deeper work, and we had discussions about that. It's going to be released, I think, next week. The latest, the week after, right? She's going to be working on that. I got a piece of hair right here. There you go. And it's a good one. Stay tuned for that. Also, join my Instagram, right? I'm on the Mindful Gardener on Instagram. Let's fill that up a bit. It's been kind of slow there. You know what? Every day I have another post. Every day, a couple times a day, I have stuff in the stories, reminders. But this is where I remind you people on the journey. It's kind of like a boost, a daily boost. So join me over there, and then you can see me throughout the day. And let's see if we can bring it up to like 6,000. That'd be cool. Your question was about stopping visualizations. Okay, I stopped doing my 2 visualizations a day for a few days. Okay, this was a huge relief at first, but then I felt quite destabilized, so I had to add them back in. Do you recommend people taper off them when ready? Why do you want to taper off them? What for? Keep doing them. I've been recovered now for 3 years. I still do them every day, visualizations. And you can do it in the form of walk and talks if you want, right? Sometimes I don't want to do the traditional type of visualization, so I talk. No, I walk and visualize. So walk and talk, right? You can do that too. Switch it up. I had a tight schedule the other day towards the end of the day, and I had this sinking feeling in my chest, and it said, "Oh my God, did I make my bed?" Yes, I had. Well, sometimes it's good to have these alarms where you feel like shit. Like I missed a visual today. I missed right, because it keeps you accountable. They're actually there to support you, so that's good. Did I read this already? My question was about, you asked me to clarify. Blah blah blah. Yep, I just answered that one. I'm very grateful for your work and all you do to help those of us struggling with some of these issues. Of course, Angela, always welcome. Thank you everybody for the support, and I appreciate you guys being, you know, watching me and supporting and commenting. Right, um, this is bringing awareness to the mind body space. This is helping. We're helping people every day, right? And there's people that are recovering every day, so you can do it too. Do a video with Tanner Marta. I got great results with it. Who's that? Tanner. Tag. Do you still do the full amount? Yes, I do. Every day, never miss a day. I just read The Way Out. It's all about learning and recognizing conditioned responses. Amazing. Let's see. Let me see who this Tanner. Did I spell that right? M. So it's TAGH GH CFS. I don't specialize at CFS. I generalize. I had it for only 8 months, and it wasn't as severe as some people that we know. But Tamer's great. He does a lot of somatic tracking stuff. Oh, yeah, I know that guy. Does he wear glasses? Is he that guy that wears glasses? He's got like a deep, crackly voice. And then when you make sure when you move your hand, you have to. Does he sound like that? Let me see. I think I know who you're talking about. I don't think it's CFS only. I think it's just nervous system. Watch, I'm probably like way off. Yeah, he wears glasses. Okay, hold on. Ding, 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 ding. Where are you? Fucking how do you spell it? Yeah. I did an interview with him already. Yeah, he had I don't know if he was sick or something. His voice was super crackly. He's like, when you feel your emotion, you want to make sure. Right? It was more crackly than that. That's nothing. Right? It's really crackly. So it was a good interview though. Check it out. Let me see if I can find it. Where? Yeah, it's just an interview that we did, I think like 10 months ago, something or other or something. Just go into the video section and keep scrolling, right? I got success stories. There we go. The pain spread like wildfire throughout my entire body. The Tanner shares, right here. Here you go. He's right here. Right there. That's Tanner. Right here. Watch this.
One day after running, I started to have knee pain. And I do think looking back that there was a slight injury. There was some swelling. I think I probably just overused it kind of thing.
See?
But it just didn't get better. So I iced it, I rested it, started doing physio. A few months later, all of a sudden, what shoulder was it? My left shoulder started to hurt. And pretty severely, enough that
So yeah, that's him. So check it out. It's there. Yeah, it's pretty good. Anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to tune in and get you guys on. Give it a bit of an update. I think we're still in the retrograde. I've been stuttering like crazy. Fucking right. Has it gotten you guys at all? Yeah, I'm live. Oh, you're live. I have this question I wanted to ask you for days. did I, did I get it right with allowing every symptom, every crash is a chance to release, and it can really let myself sink into it. Um, so, so what's the question? Every symptom, every crash is a chance to release. Right. I can really let myself sink into. So it's not the goal really to release, right? It'll release when it wants to, but it's not your job to release it. What we can do is we can help it dissolve by allowing and feeling it in the chest, right? Integrating, right? We do the best that we can, but it doesn't. It's not something that's not a goal where we have to have this crazy release and we have to feel uh, and move all these emotions and everything. That just kind of happens as a consequence of allowing what you can. But the thing is, like I said earlier, allowing is not the big thing that you're doing only, right? It's just a piece. It's the missing piece, right? So make sure you watch the beginning of this video because I kind of explain it. Yeah, you can really just sink into it and allow it for only 3 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes. That's it. Anything more, you start to re-trigger the trauma loop, and make sure you're not just allowing all day because that's not going to cut it. That's going to make things worse, right? Um, what you need to do is just do it in small micro doses of allowing, and move on, and do the other pillars. Do the work every day, right? We're bringing the message of safety while we're in the danger every day. So it's just a piece, right, of many pieces, right? It's like allowing's over here, but you got all these other things that needs to be done together for it to be powerful, right? So just keep doing it and you'll get there 100%. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. I just wanted to tune in, and please like, share, and subscribe.